Hello everyone, and welcome to TV Review. In this series, as implied by the title, I'll be reviewing different TV series. Today I want to talk about a certain show that I just finished that really struck me. Of course, I'm talking about Odd Taxi. And just so everyone's aware, today's review is spoiler free. Let's get into it. If you're unaware of this show, which if you are, don't be ashamed, I hadn't heard of it until someone recommended it to me, here's a synopsis. Otakawa is a walrus taxi driver who shuttles people around Tokyo. However, when he gets tied up with a gang mystery, he must do everything he can to figure out who the criminals are before it's too late. Animated and produced by OLM and P.I.C.S, the show's really unique art style and low-key vibe reeled me in from the beginning. The show started to lose my interest as it got around the halfway point, but by the final episode, I was convinced that this was one of the greatest shows I'd ever seen. Now, I already mentioned that this review will be spoiler-free, so I can't really talk about why that ending was so good. What I can say is that it finally tied up what I thought were messy plot lines, as well as adding a twist that was uncalled for but made perfect sense in retrospect. I already see some of you Googling Odd Taxi ending, but please hear me out on this one. Watch it yourself. I know, it's impossible, but it truly was one of the greatest endings to an anime I've ever seen, held to a TV show. Beyond this, though, here are a few more reasons why you should watch the show. First off, the opening is an absolute banger. It's unlike the usual upbeat pop song you find with most anime, but rather is a laid-back night vibe, everything the show is about. It really stays stuck in your head, and it's truly just a perfect fit for this masterpiece. Second, like I already mentioned before, the animation. While I've heard some criticize the show's animation, I would have to strongly disagree. First of all, I don't think the show's animation is superb. I should establish that up front. However, I think the almost drawing-like art style contributes to the feel of the show. And that leads me to point 3, the vibe. Again, I mentioned this earlier, but the vibe of the show is just unmatched. You'll quickly adjust to the nightlife of Tokyo and want nothing more than the show to continue forever. But, oh, that's right, you want it to end because the ending is so good. Now, I don't want to be one of those people who overhypes something so much that it becomes uninteresting, so instead of me continuing to talk about it, just go watch it yourself. For a final score, Odd Taxi gets a 10 out of 10. I definitely recommend this show. Go ahead, watch it, then come back to this video when you realize I was right. Anyways, that'll just about do it for this one. If you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing. I'll see you all next time. Bye.